Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. July 12, 2020, the Crime Novels into Movies edition. Today, I will review 5 books which are listed in this week's bookshelf in the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal bookshelf takes a look at 5 books with one particular topic, and today it's crime novels turned into movies. First up, An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. This movie, or rather book, involves a real-life case of Grace Brown, a factory worker drowned in 1906 while vacationing with her lover. Her lover, Charles Gillette, had become infatuated with another woman, a well-to-do beauty. Dreiser's novel weaves Gillette's story into the character of Clyde Griffiths, a poor boy in pursuit of wealth and freedom. He identifies with the American dream. To have money, he believes, it means you can do what you please. The novel was made into two movies, and the second is by far the most famous. That's A Place in the Sun, which starred Montgomery Clift and Shelley Winters as his doomed lover. Elizabeth Taylor is the dream girl. The film lacks the subtlety of Dreiser's novel. It's a masterwork of social commentary. Next up, one of the greatest murder mystery movies of all time, Double Indemnity. It's based on the Winnie Ruth Snyder and Judd Gray murders of Snyder's husband in bed. They believed they had committed the perfect crime, yet they were both executed within a couple of years. It became the inspiration of Cain's 1943 thriller. In the novel, the milquetoast corset salesman Judd Gray becomes Walter Huff, who, of course, is played by Fred McMurray, a world-weary sort who becomes involved with a customer's terminally ill, manipulative wife, Phyllis, who is played by Barbra Streisand. It's one of the great film noirs of all time. Directed by Billy Wilder, who worked with Raymond Chandler to translate the story. It is, you cannot say enough great stuff about the movie and the book. Next up, Looking for Mr. Goodbar by Judith Rosner. In 1973, a dedicated school teacher, Roseanne Quinn, who was a party girl at night, was murdered when one of the strangers she took home killed her in a fit of frenzied savagery. This became the backdrop for Rosner's book, where the teacher likewise leads a dual life torn between a terribly nice lawyer who offers her love and stability but leaves her cold, and a street tough who provides the most incredible sexual pleasure of her life, even though she's frightened to death. The 1977 film did a little justice to the complex nature of the novel, yet it became a finger-wagging attack on the freewheeling 1970s New York, where every block seemed to feature a swinging singles bar. Next up, one of the scariest movies I have ever seen, Night of the Hunter, based on the book by David Grubb. It is the story of a convicted felon. Robert Mitchum stars as the killer in this movie, and his terrorization of the family and the children has literally stayed with me since I saw it as a youngster back in the 60s. And finally, we end with Psycho, in which pulp horror author Robert Bloch wrote about a local farmer in Washington who made drinking bowls out of skulls. And this, of course, became the basis for the Alfred Hitchcock movie Psycho, one of the true cinematic masterpieces. So check out these books. I would suggest you read them. And then, of course, go see the movies as well. This month on The Compliance Life, I'm featuring Scott Sullivan, the CCICO at Newport Mining. Scott's journey to the CCO chair, it's fascinating. He's got lots of good information for you if you're moving up that way, or if you're already sitting in the CCO chair, and take a listen to Scott's ideas about what you can do as a chief integrity and compliance officer. Check it out on the Compliance Podcast Network.